Hey, it's Jennifer from Happiness is Homemade 4, and welcome to my channel. Alright y'all, today we are going to make St. Patrick's Day toppers, like the little hats for our marshmallow people. Alright, so those of you that maybe don't know what I'm talking about, here is our Valentine's Day little hats that we made. Look how adorable, the love bug, and then our little bear. Y'all, this is the cutest one I think we've made so far. This and the reindeer and the beehive. I love the beehive too, but that bear is adorable. So, as you can see, it's little like hats that you can put on the marshmallow people that we made. Everything right here is from Dollar Tree. But I also have the ceramic ones from Amazon. And these right here is what started my obsession. Back in 2020, I got these off Amazon. And when I bought mine, you got a 4-pack for like $20. And on Amazon, the prices go up and down. So I wanted to like think of a way that anyone can make these on a budget. So that's why we started making the little like marshmallow people. Here's one without the chocolate. And then this one right here has like the melted chocolate. So I love these. These are adorable to use. Look. Seriously, these are so much fun to decorate with, especially like on tier trays or like a shelf or something in your kitchen. I love them. So that's why today we're gonna do some St. Patrick's Day ones. Everything I have is from Dollar Tree. You can get stuff anywhere you want, but everything I'm using is Dollar Tree. And what I have learned that best fits these like Dollar Tree, like the marshmallows we made, I get these little plastic mini round bows from Dollar Tree. This is what it looks like. It has this picture on it. So if you're a Dollar Tree, this is like the fancy kind of plastic that they have. It's these little bows. It's a 6 count and it has that picture on it. These fit these little marshmallows perfectly. And the cups that I have from Amazon, apparently there's like several different like styles and makers of them. The ones I have, these fit perfectly. But if you have like maybe like a little bigger version, there is another set that I found at Dollar Tree. If I still have the picture, I'll link it right here for you because I know I sent it to someone else who like, these were too small for her cups. My best advice I can give to you, if you have the ceramic ones and like say these are too small, take one with you. That's what I did the very first time when I discovered it. I took one with me and I just walked around the store to see what would fit, and that's when I discovered these. So, alright, what you're gonna need is scissors. Double-sided tape will be your best friend in this project. So double-sided tape, mine is Crafter Square at Dollar Tree. I have a bunch of yarn. All my yarn, once again, is Dollar Tree. You can buy yarn anywhere you want, but I have some Dollar Tree ones. Of course, my bows. I've got some hot glue plugged in over here. Oh, and really quick, this little craft kit. Look at this. This is like in the St. Patrick's Day, this is like in all the St. Patrick's Day stuff they have now. Look. I thought how cute to maybe use some of this on our little toppers. So we're gonna kind of play around with this and see what we can come up with. All right, here's the thing. When you look on Etsy or Pinterest or anywhere, all the cute little hats that you see are crocheted. I do not know how to crochet. That's why I came up with my own way. That way I get the look of the crochet little hats without actually having to do it. So, as always, I am going to adjust the camera. That way you can see exactly what we're gonna do. Alright, so if you're new and this is your first time, what you do is you take your yarn, any color yarn you want. This time I'm gonna use 3 different colors. You can use you can just do green, this green, white, whatever you want. But I wanna show you of mixing 3 colors together. So I've got this Christmas, so I've got this green. I think this is the color Leaf from Dollar Tree. If you saw the Frankenstein toppers we made, it's this, and then just some white. All right, what you want to do is you're gonna take your first thing of yarn, and you want to get it long. I'm talking like 7 to 8 feet if you want, but the longer it is, the harder it is to work with, and you're gonna see why in just a minute. But I'm gonna take this green, this white color, and I'm gonna get this darker one. Get these all the exact same length of each other. I'm gonna work with 3 different colors. You can use any 3 that you want. You can use the same color, whatever you want. What you do is, you take your ends, get them at the same length of each other, and you're just gonna kind of loop it around your finger, and you're gonna tie a knot. Okay, a tight knot, kind of as your tails. Now, what you're gonna do is, you're going to braid this entire thing of yarn, the whole thing. But it gets tricky because as you're braiding here, down here, it will start braiding and twisting itself, and you do not want that because it's gonna become a big knot. So, here's what I do. I take Scotch tape, any kind of tape. I cut it off, I tape it to my counter. All right, so I take right where the knot is, all this little excess string right here, I put it on my counter, and then I lay tape across those ends. Okay. Now that way I can tug and pull. So like I said, I'm going to braid this entire thing, but let me show you. All you're doing is a basic braid. What do, you just start braiding just like you would, just a normal braid. Now you'll notice, see I'm braiding, now right here, it starts to braid and twist itself. You do not want that. So all I do, I just grab one. I will run my finger down the whole thing. Okay. And it will untwist that down there for me. So now once I do that, I will just continue to braid. But then you'll notice it's doing it again. So you just grab one. It does not matter which color, and just run your hand down it. Okay, and that just untwisted it for me. Now that's why I say the longer it is, like this is probably like 8 feet, if not longer. The longer it is, the more tricky it can, the more, honestly, the more aggravating it can be. Yeah, see, as I braid that, it's twisting. So I'm just gonna grab one and run my hand down it. Okay, so it's untwisted. Now once again, I'm just gonna continue to braid. I'm gonna braid and untwist all the way down to the bottom. All right, so once you get this whole, y'all, once you get this whole thing braided, you're gonna take your end, the exact same thing, just kind of wrap it around a finger, and you're just gonna pull it, and you're gonna put a knot at the end, okay? All right, so now what I do is see my little knot right there? You're just gonna cut right above that little knot. Do not cut your knot or this whole thing is gonna come undone and you're gonna be so mad. But right above it, you're just gonna cut off that excess, this right here, those little tails, you don't need that. So you'll see, I now have this clean little knot. So, I'm gonna do the same thing on both ends, right above. So here's my little knot, right on top of my knot. I'm just gonna cut off that excess tail, right there, don't need that. Okay, but look how pretty this looks. Look at that all braided up. See, what I'm saying is, because I don't know how to crochet, I braid, and by braiding, it kind of gives me that crocheted look. All right, this is now where you take your little bow, one of your little bows, and your double-sided tape. So what you want to do is, you're going to take your double-sided tape, just right up here, top center of this little bow. You're going to push it down, and you're going to pull it all the way down, and you're going to rip off. So you're now going to coat, you're now going to go around this whole entire little plastic bow with the double-sided tape, filling in any gaps. I just kind of go back around, just like that. I just start at the top, come down, rip that off. All right, yeah, so I'm just gonna go around this whole little bow really quick. Just putting on my double-sided tape. Like I said, I'm just kind of like filling in any little gaps that I have. All right, once you have your little bow covered up with the double-sided tape, you're now just gonna make sure that it's rubbed on there really. I just broke my fingernail. Well, shoot. You're just gonna make sure that's rubbed on there really well. All right, then all you do is you just grab that top layer and you peel it off, and then that's gonna reveal the stickiness. This is what your braid is gonna stick to. Okay, so yeah, so just go around, peel off all the top layers. Just peel off all this top layer of the double-sided tape. All right, so now that you've got your little bow completely wrapped in the double-sided tape, you're now gonna take the end, the little knot right here, and you're gonna start anywhere along the bottom. So I'm just gonna push that little knot into like a little piece of the double-sided tape, and I'm gonna wrap this around, starting on that bottom edge and kind of pushing it into the tape as you wrap it around. Okay. You're just gonna lay it right into that double-sided tape. And then when you get to the back, or like right where you just started where that little knot is, all you do is just lift up and go right over top of that little knot. And then you're gonna layer it right up against that row right there that you just did. And you wanna make sure that you don't have any gaps. So all I'm doing, just kind of going around, laying it like right next to or right on top of that first layer, of that first row. And just kind of twist it in your hand. And then once again, right there, I'm just gonna go up and over. And once again, I will start layering right on top of that one. Okay, I'm just gonna wrap all the way around this little bow, doing the exact same thing, just making sure that you don't leave any gaps. All right, see? Got it wrapped all the way around. Now I'm coming up here to the top. And once again, I'm just gonna push it into that double-sided tape as I go around. Just kind of pushing it into that double-sided tape. Okay, I'm gonna set this down so you can see it. All right, there's my top. So I'm just kind of twisting and pushing that into that double-sided tape. That's why you want to make sure you coat the top also with the tape. All right, I just have that little bitty little space right there left. So what I want to do is, I don't need all of this now. So I'm going to kind of wrap this around. I'm going to tie a knot right there. I'm going to cut off that excess that I don't need. Now, this is where you're going to take some hot glue. Right here on top, I'm going to do a little dab of hot glue. Not a lot, just a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to twist this around and I'm going to push this into that hot glue. Okay, I'm just going to like tap that down into the hot glue. I'm going to apply some pressure into that hot glue. Using my scissors so I don't burn myself. All right, and then look how cute that is looking right there. And we are not done with this one, but look how clean and cute that is. All right, y'all, we're gonna go kind of easy with this one. All right, this right here. Those little craft kits from Dollar Tree. The little yarn, you can make bunny rabbits. They have pink, and they also had the white ones. I'm gonna take out one of these white ones, kind of the smaller one, and I'm gonna use this as the pom-pom for a little hat. Look how cute. That's adorable, and that is already done for us. All right. all I'm gonna do is hot glue gun, hot glue right here on the top center of this little hat. You don't need a lot, just a little hot glue. Now I'm gonna glue on my little pom-pom right there on the top. Look how cute that is. And then give me one of these. Give me one of our little marshmallow people. And stick that little hat on there. And look how cute. Ah, look how cute for a St. Patrick's Day topper. I love it. All right, I'm gonna take this right here. This little craft kit. Let's see what we have in here. All right, so we have like the pot of gold, like the cauldron, little legs. We have a rainbow, and then we have a leprechaun. You know what I'm thinking? This rainbow, look at that glittery shamrock that's in here. Let's take this, let's take this out and see. Yeah, so you could either do this side, or you could turn it over and do like the glittery side of it. Huh, I don't know which one I like better. All right, I'm gonna take my hot glue gun. I'm gonna put some hot glue on this shamrock. Just kind of outline it just a little bit. You don't need a lot of hot glue because you don't want it like, you know, coming over the sides. And just stick it on here on my little hat. And then just carefully kind of like, you know, tap that down into place. Oh yeah, that really added a lot to it. Yes, look at that. Look how cute that is. And like I said, you could also do the glittery side if you want. That is so cute. All right, now I went ahead, I took 3 strands of just the dark green. I went ahead, I braided them all up. That way this video does not take forever for you. I took one of my little bows. I went ahead and wrapped it completely in that double-sided tape. So now all I have to do is just pull off each of the top layer, exposing the stickiness of my double-sided tape. So real quick, I'll just go ahead and pull all these top layers off. And remember, once you peel these off, try not to touch the stickiness because you don't want it to lose its stickiness. All right, so just like before, right at your knot, like right above your little knot, you want to cut off those excess little strands. Remember, do not cut your knot. Okay, so pull that tight. And I'm gonna cut off that because I don't need all that right there. All right, same exact thing. I'm gonna take my knot, I'm gonna push it down into that double-sided tape along the edge, and I'm gonna start wrapping this, going around along that bottom edge of our little bow, just laying it right there into that double-sided tape. And just kind of, you know, as you go, just kind of like, you know, push it into it. All right, so once again, I'm back here where my little knot is. So I'm just gonna go up and over it. See that? I just went up and over. And then once again, I'm just going to go right up next to that first line. And I'm gonna wrap this around it, making sure I don't have any little spaces and gaps in between each one. Okay, same thing with this really quick. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this all the way around to the top of this little bow. All right, so once again, I have it wrapped all the way around until we get up to the top. So, same thing, once you get around to the top, you're just gonna keep pushing it down into that double-sided tape and just watching your gaps. You know, kind of like around the top, it does get a little bit more tricky. You just wanna make sure that you're just really paying attention and just pushing it down as you go. Okay, see, I'm just kind of looping around and just pushing it down right into that double-sided tape. Okay. Once again, I just have that little bitty little hoe, so I don't need all of this. So I'm gonna wrap that around, make me a little knot. Okay. So now we'll cut that off right there, right above that little knot that I just did. A little thing of hot glue, just right up here in that top center. Now we'll just start looping this around into that hot glue, and I'm gonna use my scissors so I don't burn myself. Okay, so now I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna press down really hard in the center with those scissors. All right, so once again, look how nice and clean this little hat is. All right, so now we need to make this hat like really cute. What I'm gonna do is, this excess that I cut off from this one, I'm gonna use this because that's still pretty long. So I'm gonna take this little hat and that little excess that I have, I'm gonna put a little thing of hot glue right back here on the back, right next to my first little knot that I started with. Just right down here on the bottom. Put a little thing of hot glue, just a little bit of thing of hot glue. I'm gonna lay this knot into that hot glue. Kind of press that down, let that dry really quick. Okay. And I'm gonna pull this around that bottom edge. And what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do like the smallest little thing of hot glue, just kind of here and there, just right along that bottom. Like I said, you just need like the finest thin little thing of hot glue, and I'm just going to pull that right into that hot glue and just kind of like tap that into place. Same thing, just kind of come over a little bit, just another thin little thing of hot glue, like it's kind of like barely even getting on there. Okay. Tap that down into place. Come around to the back here. Once again, just a little thing of hot glue. Just pull that right into it. All right, I'm right back here where I started. Once again, I do not need all of this. I'm gonna tie that off. Okay, cut off that excess. And then once again, just a little thing of hot glue. And lay that into it. All right, so that's what we're looking like. Now, I want to turn this into a little girl. So I'm gonna take some orange. This is the color, I think it's persimmon. Yeah, persimmon. We're gonna take this orange and we're gonna make her some little braids. It's gonna be so cute. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make her some little orange braids, like some hair. So I cut 12 strips of this orange yarn and I have it separated into twos. So 2, 4, 6 on this side and then 2, 4, 6 over here. So I'm gonna take this whole little bundle right here. So I have 6 strands of orange over here. Alright, I'm just going to take like an extra little piece that I have, lay that down right there, lay my little bundle in it, and I'm going to tie a couple knots around this right here, that way everything stays in place for me. So do that, and I'm just going to tie a couple little knots really quick. Alright, so I have that tied into some knots. I'm going to cut off that little excess because I don't need it. Now, just like before, I'm going to take some tape. I'm going to tape that right there to my counter. And I'm going to put this into, I'm going to separate this into twos. So 2, 4, 6, just like that. I have 2 here, 2 here, 2 there. Now I'm going to braid it. See, I'm just braiding it just like that, just like you would braid hair. I don't need too much because obviously it's a little hat. That's actually probably really good. I probably don't need to go any longer than this. All right, so once again, I'm going to take an extra little piece of orange. I'm going to lay that down. And I'm going to tie a couple knots right there over my braid. And pull that really tight. All right, so we have our first little like braided little pigtail. Same thing with this. I'm gonna pick this up right here, get all my little ends together. All right, lay down another strip. Lay that right there in it, and I'm gonna tie some knots. Really tight. Same thing, I'm gonna lay that right there. I'm gonna tape it to my counter, that way I can pull on it. Separate this into groups of 2. Okay, just like that. And now I'm gonna braid this. The exact same way, just braid this up. I do want to leave some down here, that way it's like part of her hair, part of her little braid. So I'm going to kind of trim that up, that way it's the same length of each other. This one too, I'll do this end. Just kind of trim that up a little bit. Okay, so I'll have this as the top part that's going to go under the hat. So I'm going to trim all of this off, kind of like right above where I tied my little knot around it. So there's where my knot is. Okay, there's my knot. I'm just gonna kind of cut up above it a little bit. All right, now here is the back side. That's where I did all my gluing. So I'm gonna make sure I leave that onto the back. I'm gonna take my little hat here. Let's see, let me get, I want the little one with freckles. Where's she at? Yeah, this one right here, I added little freckles to her. Look how cute that is with the freckles. All right, so my little hat, kind of more like, here's the front, kind of like to like the front sides. I'm gonna put a little thing of hot glue. That way I can stick my little braids into that hot glue. All right, let's see, I'm just gonna kind of go, I guess about like right here. Put some hot glue there. Stick my little braid into that hot glue. Kind of push that down. I think I'm gonna put my next one, I guess like right here. It's gonna come in here. Same thing, just kind of come over to the side a little bit. Put a little line of hot glue. Put her little braid into that. Kind of tap that down into place. All right, let's see here. Oh my goodness, look how cute she is. Look at those little orange braids. All right, I have some of this really thin black and white gingham ribbon. I'm gonna tie this around and give her some little bows. Oh my goodness, yes, look at that, I love it. Sometimes making the smallest little bows are so hard for me, but I love that. All right, same thing. I'm gonna tie this around the little end. Just do a little knot, and I'm just gonna tie just like a basic little bow, you know, just like I tie my shoes. All right, now I'm gonna take one of those little pom-poms, and I'm gonna hot glue it right on the top of her little hat right here. Just some hot glue right up there, and then just stick this little cute little already made for us pom-pom right on the top. And then look how cute she is. That is adorable. Those little, telling you, those little bows right there really made it. I love her. I went ahead, I took black. Same thing, three strips of the black yarn, braided them all up. Okay, same thing. Took the bow, lined it up in double-sided tape, and now I'm gonna pull off all that stickiness, that top layer to expose all the stickiness. All right, y'all, this happens to me a lot. If it happens to you, it's okay. The black one, I did not cut as long, so it looks like this. So now I have to put, so now I gotta braid a little bit more black, so that way if it happens to you, you'll know what to do. All right, so what you do is you take that new strand that you just braided right up against your little knot, like right where you ended. Just take your next little knot and go right next to it, like right up against it. And then you just continue like nothing ever happened. You just keep on wrapping around, doing the exact same thing. All right, so just like before, I got a little bitty little knot. I do not need all of this excess. Okay, a little thing of hot glue right up there. And I'm gonna twist this around and we'll push that down into that hot glue. All right, so we have a solid black one now. And my thought was this right here, it's a little cauldron. Let's see what we can do with this. All right, so I kind of thought, I was kind of thinking of using this as, like it's a cauldron, like the backdrop. Maybe like hot gluing that, if you can tell that, like hot glue the cauldron to this. Let's see. All right, what you're supposed to do is you take this, you make it look like it has some gold. They give you these little gold pieces. Something like that. So let's try that. I'm gonna hot glue mine on here. Just gonna do like a little thing of hot glue on the back. Alright, and I'm just trying to like make sure I cover up like that black top layer, like a little line. Alright, so we're looking like that. And then you have this shamrock. So once again, I'm gonna take some hot glue, put on the back of this little shamrock. And then like put this on here. Alright y'all, hear me out. What if we took this black? We take the little cauldron that we just did, okay? We hot glue it on here. Now granted, yes, it is gonna look kind of goofy from the side, but it's gonna be so cute to decorate with. You know what, I'm already this far into it. I'm gonna do mine just like this, and then you can see if you like it or not. So I'm just gonna put some hot glue right here, front, center. Let's put some hot glue right there. I'm gonna put my little cauldron. All right, so we're looking like that right there. Now you can either take the little leprechaun legs and the cute little shoes, and you can do that. Or I think I'm gonna take the rainbow. And then it also comes with a cute little cloud. I'm gonna hot glue the cloud to the end of the rainbow. Put me some hot glue right here. Okay, I'm gonna add my little cloud to it. Then I'm gonna put hot glue on the front bottom of my rainbow. I'm gonna hot glue it to the back of my cauldron. Look at that right there. I mean, it's really, really cute, and it's gonna be adorable on a tiered tray. It's definitely different than anything we've ever done before, but look how fun that is. And when we're decorating, this is gonna be so cute. You take gold coins from Dollar Tree, get you know, the package of gold coins, and you'll just kind of scatter it like around it as you're decorating like a tiered tray. And that will be so cute. Okay, oh my gosh, y'all, these are so cute. And yes, you may think this right here is a little crazy, a little goofy, but look how cute it looks decorated. This right here is just kind of thrown together really quick using Dollar Tree items. So tomorrow we're gonna decorate for St. Patrick's Day, and we're gonna do like 4 different tiered trays just to kind of give you some ideas. And I love decorating tiered trays. But look how cute. Seriously, this looks just kind of put together really quick. And tomorrow we're gonna add like a lot more to it. Just kind of like mix it up. But it's seriously, it's really cute. I love her with her little braids. She is adorable using that that orange for her hair. But, all right, I've gone through 3 batteries. This one's about to die too. So let me know what you think. which one is your favorite. And like I said, tomorrow we're gonna decorate. We're gonna do the inside, the outside for St. Patrick's Day. And I have 4 tiered trays that we're gonna do together. And I love to decorate with food and candy. So give you some inspiration there. But all right, that is it. I hope that you have a wonderful day and I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.